Hi guys, in this video we will talk about witches, one of the oldest horror stories. We will enter the heart of black magic and witchcraft. Satanic and evil rites will be the subject of this story. I advise you not to watch it alone. Good vision. On a dark night, Thomas and Elisa, in search of a peaceful life, arrive in the mysterious village of Glenwood, unaware of the dark secrets that lie behind the courteous welcome of the inhabitants, who initially welcomed the young couple in a warm and joyful way. Initially, their experience is exactly as they had dreamed. The neighbors are friendly, and the environment is peaceful, and it seems like they have found their piece of paradise. However, as time passes, Elisa begins to notice details that previously seemed to escape her attention. Strange behavior on the part of the villagers. Inexplicable phenomena and disturbing discoveries, like arcane symbols in their garden, begin to disturb their daily lives. One day, driven by curiosity, Elisa enters the woods behind the houses and sees a group of women dancing around a burning fire in the forest. While Thomas learns from the confession of an elderly man that Glenwood is under the control of witches who are servants of a demonic entity, which requires human sacrifices. As the new moon approaches, realizing they are next in line to be sacrificed, the pair embark on a desperate mission to break the blood pact that binds the village to the darkness. They face satanic rituals and corruption, discovering that the love between them may be the only power capable of counteracting the darkness. On their journey, Thomas and Elisa fight not only for their survival, but also for the soul of Glenwood, discovering that their destiny is deeply intertwined with that of the village. One night, as the new moon rose high in the sky, painting the world in a ghostly whiteness, Thomas and Elisa found themselves running through the forest, their hearts pounding against their chests, and fear a constant shadow behind them. They had discovered that the only way to break the pact that bound Glenwood to the darkness was to find Astaroth's grimoire. An ancient manuscript of black magic said to contain the true name of the demon into whose service the witches had sold their souls. Following the indications of the old man, who spoke of a crypt hidden under the old church of the village, abandoned and long forgotten, the couple discovered a secret entrance, hidden behind a tombstone bearing arcane symbols. With held breaths and a single torch to guide them, they descended into the bowels of the earth, where the air was heavy with an antiquity that seemed to consume all light. In the underground meanders, between stone corridors eroded by time and rooms that housed relics of a dark past, Thomas and Elisa were forced to face not only the traps and enigmas left to guard the grimoire, but also the shadows of their own fears and doubts. Each step brought them closer to salvation or perdition, in a deadly game with forces that defied their understanding. At the apex of their descent, in a circular chamber where the walls seemed to pulse with palpable energy, they found the grimoire of Astaroth, resting on a stone altar. His evil appearance almost contrasted with the dim light that illuminated him. But as they approached to pick it up, the sound of hurried footsteps rang out behind them. The witches of Glenwood, warned of their intrusion, had followed them into the crypt, intent on preventing the pact from being broken. With the witches on one side and the abysmal power of the grimoire on the other, Thomas and Elisa found themselves trapped in a confrontation that would decide everyone's fate. It was then that, in an act of desperate hope, Elisa began to recite the words of a spell found at the beginning of the grimoire, an invocation for protection written in a forgotten language, her voice trembling but resolute against the darkness. As the words of the incantation rose into the air, a cleansing light exploded from the altar, enveloping the chamber in a blinding glow. The witches, taken by surprise, tried to resist, but one after another they were consumed by the light, their screams of terror a distant echo as their presence was swept away. When the light dissipated, Thomas and Elisa found themselves alone, the grimoire now silent before them, and the witches of Glenwood finally seemed helpless. With the pact broken and the witches defeated, an unexpected calm descended on Glenwood. The fog that had shrouded the village for centuries began to lift, revealing a landscape that seemed to have regained a forgotten life. In the weeks that followed, Thomas and Elisa witnessed the rebirth of Glenwood. The villagers, freed from the witches' oppression, began to live their lives again, now illuminated by renewed hope. And as normalcy seemed to slowly return, the couple knew that the darkness they faced would never be forgotten, a reminder of the power of love and light against the deepest darkness. But in a remote corner of the crypt, beneath the dust and oblivion, the grimoire of Astaroth still lay, its closed cover now marked by a crack. And in that crack, small and almost imperceptible, a spark of darkness persisted, waiting for the day when it could awaken again. Now tell me, do you believe in black magic? Do you believe in the benefits that can be obtained thanks to the pact with the evil one, at the expense of the lives of others? And what would you do in Thomas and Elisa's place? If you liked this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to always be updated on new thrilling content, because this is Midnight Horror. Stories of blood.